Oh, can you fix that?
Yeah, who was the psychopath that did that?
Hi, everybody. That's a perfect way to start the day.
Yeah, showing your partner's ass.
Well, you know, do what you can. Just trying to do everything I can to be demonetized before I'm monetized. Matter of fact, that's one thing I just realized before I got started on this is all those videos where I like have 10 or 15 seconds of music at the beginning or interludes or whatever. I'm gonna have to go through and find each of those videos and flag them if I ever been able to monetize things because I can't use them. So, hey everybody, Kyle the Drink Pro here with you yet again. We've got a fun video today for this live stream. I have 6 different pours that my partner Yolanda has picked for me. You've got them posted on Facebook, right? So the pours that I'm drinking today, Yolanda's going to come on screen and pour them live, and I'm going to go in the other room. But if you want to know what they are, or you want to keep track at home, on my Facebook page, facebook.com/thedrinkpro, you can find all of the pours and the letters that correspond with them. So you'll know what I'm drinking, even though I won't. I think that's going to add some fun elements to this. It should make it a little bit more exciting. You know, I always think it's fun to have knowledge that the person I'm viewing doesn't. So hopefully you guys will enjoy it as well. I think I'll probably wait a little bit, just a little bit before we get started on those pours, just because I want to give people a chance to kind of join in on the stream. I know that 8 o'clock is earlier than I typically do it, but I had some other things I needed to do tonight, so I figured might as well start early, get this process going. So I think I'm going to invite in onto the screen Yolanda, unbeknownst to her.
Yeah, you didn't even give me a chair,
So
sir.
I'm going to scoot over here. And she's bringing the chair into the frame.
This is the damaged chair.
Well, she's going to bring the damaged chair into the frame just for a minute. Hope everybody's doing good tonight. Feel free to post what you're drinking, or if you got any thoughts or questions in the chat, I'd love to hear about them. Hi.
Hi. Our dog is destroying our kitchen.
Our dog is a little troublemaker, and she's getting into stuff in the kitchen, kind of frantically running around to get this set up. And she decided that, well, I'll start digging into all of the different bags that I left on the floor. There you go. Now it's a complete family in the live stream. Perfect. She's obviously thrilled to be here. She's just hoping to get some more food, basically. But now she's clinging onto the table. That's fun. Anyway, so did you have any strategy when you were picking out these bottles, or was it just kind of whatever felt right?
Well, at first I wanted to do an Indiana theme,
Uh-huh.
and then I realized I didn't know how many Indiana bottles you had
Mm-hmm.
or where they were located.
Okay.
So then it quickly just devolved into me grabbing bottles.
I see. Well, we will see what you ended up grabbing. I'm going to go ahead.
Well, I know what I've grabbed,
Well,
and they know. They
okay.
can know
Everybody
what I've
knows except for me.
Oreo doesn't know.
Well, Oreo doesn't know a lot of things, so I'm going to go ahead and get off the screen. What's up, Nate? And I'll let her take it away with the pouring. So I'll be back in a moment.
Go away. Hi, guys. So I put in giant letters so you guys can see them. So they're not just, drink pro sized. Again, I'll reiterate for him that the list of pours is on his Facebook page. He has not seen it. It's all me. I will try to do these in order, just for ease of use. Also, I should have brought something to measure because 6 pours is a lot. But, all right. So for A, apologies, my shirt appears to have been unbuttoned. All right. B. Man, you're not going to get anything done after this, just FYI. See? I should have made you put headphones on or something.
Yeah, that probably would be good.
Because you can hear if it's a cork or a screw top.
I'm paying very little attention though, so.
You better not be cheating.
I'm not cheating.
I bet he's cheating. I bet he's looking at the list right now, you guys. D.
I wasn't even thinking about the cork thing until you just said something.
Well, shit. He's definitely going to cheat, you guys. Oh, whoops.
I'm really trying to cheat.
That one's kind of heavy. Nate's the only one here. Cool. Guess I'm uninteresting. That's all right. E. And finally, F. Yeah, Nate, it's just you and me right now, kid. Where's Trevor? Or is he busy with the harvest? All right. My part here is done. I will go get the drink bro.
Hey, everybody. Oh, man. Wait, the screen is all cockeyed. What happened?
I moved it forward so that they could see me.
Oh, little lady is hard to catch in the camera. It's kind of fun that you can see the googly eyes we've got on our photo, on our pointing's hard in the mirror. It's a paint. It's not a painting. What do you call that? Some of these are some heavy pours.
I know. Why is that you're not going to get anything done after this?
Oh boy. Okay.
They just got heavier as I went.
Yeah, I sort of noticed that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna go ahead and nose all these and. Whoa. Okay, that's okay. B is very different from A. Oh. Okay. Oh wow. I wish more of these smelled good to me. These do not smell good.
You didn't put.
What is happening? I know what E is already.
No.
E is so fucking easy. E is screwball peanut butter whiskey because it smells like syrup. I will not be drinking E for very long. The rest of these are still kind of a question mark, although I do think that just on initial smell, A and F, ooh, a little funk to it. A and F do seem like they came from a, yeah, Nate appreciates the font size even his 95-year-old grandfather can read it.
What?
Nate says he appreciates the font size because even his 95-year-old grandfather can read it.
I wanted to make sure everyone could see it.
She was taking care of you guys, for real. So yeah, assuming that Yolanda posted the The answer's on Facebook. You guys know what's in here. I don't, although I kind of know what's in E because it smells like peanut butter syrup. So for anybody just joining, what's up, Trevor? I've got glasses with letters. Yolanda poured them live earlier in the stream. Answers are on Facebook if you want to know what I'm drinking before I do. But I will tell you right now, E is unquestioningly Screwball. Yeah, just gonna put that one aside. Woof. Hey, Trevor. So there's a couple different things you can do when you're presented with blind choices like this. Looking at the whiskeys definitely can help if you're not colorblind like I am. For me, looking at the whiskeys, yeah, for me, looking at the whiskeys is pretty useless. But I think some people could get something out of that. Nosing, obviously. Some whiskeys just have a very particular profile that you get used to again and again. Like A is very sweet, almost citrusy. A is something I'm very familiar with, but so is F. Well, I don't know. F is starting to get this weird musty funk on it. Like when I first smelled F, I kind of liked it, but the more I smell it, the more I don't like it because it's just musty, I guess. I don't know. It smells like feet. Not really what I want in a whiskey. Ugh. Okay. I also have ginormous pores, so we'll figure out how to deal with that. But B, I'm getting a lot of caramel. Holy crap. Oh, now Yolanda's joined the chat. You got a little AMA going in the chat, you guys. Just ask Yolanda whatever you want. She'll answer it while I'm talking about nonsense. Oh, while I'm thinking about it, for everybody watching, this coming Saturday, 6 days from today, I am going to do the biggest live stream I've done to date, both in terms of the number of pours and in terms of the just sheer coolness of it. I'm very articulate, I promise. I'm going to be doing every single Stag Junior batch ever, batches 1 through 14. I'm going to do them all blind next Saturday. It'll be in the evening. I'm thinking like 8 or 9 o'clock. I haven't nailed that down yet, but I'm thinking 8 or 9 o'clock. It's going to be fun. It's going to be a mess. Yeah, I'm going to be feeling pretty good. That's part of the reason I'm doing it on Saturday is because there's no way I'm going to try to do that and then work first thing in the morning the next day. I need to give myself a little bit more recovery time than that. So Sunday I have, of course, scheduled myself to go drink at some other event. But it'll be in the evening, so I'll have at least the morning and afternoon to recover. Hopefully I don't need to recover too much, but 14 pours is a lot of whiskey. Yeah, but it'll be fun. So next Saturday, check that out. I've also been considering changing the day of my live stream. So if there's a day in particular that's good for you, post it on my Facebook, post it on Instagram, message me anywhere you can. Hell, shoot me an email. If you're in the Patreon, post it there. Just because I try to be as responsive as I can to you guys. And so if a bunch of people say, hey, Sundays are no good, but Tuesdays work, I might change it. Yeah, Saturday night is good because not many other YouTubers do stream Saturday night, which I understand in part because, like, when it's not a pandemic, people are out and about and doing things. But right now, where else are you going to go? The bars are closed. At least around here they are.
They should be.
All right, enough jabbering. Let's start tasting some whiskeys. Saturday morning. Nate wants my Saturday morning cartoons to just be getting sloshed. I'm up anyway, Nate, so I don't sleep. I just wait. Ooh, man. Okay, the more I keep coming back to it, I think C might be my favorite. Just because it's super sweet and sharp. It's very corn forward. This is some corn whiskey. I feel like this is Old 55. What's a passport stream, Trevor? Where I pass out? All right, so I'm getting the sense that I'm just go ahead and put E right there. I'm getting the sense that I think I hit something with my foot. Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, let's go ahead and taste A. Now, first off, let me just give you notes on the nose here. I get fruity notes. This smells like Buffalo Trace to me. It's got that light, fruity, sweet. It's not really caramel or vanilla. It's like fruity and creamy. There used to be these candies that were like strawberries and cream. I think they were Lifesavers actually, but they were discontinued. Those are the candy of my childhood, and this kind of smells like that. Boy, that's gotta be Buffalo Trace. It might have been Werther's, Nate. It may have been Werther's. I can't remember. Boy, if that's not Buffalo Trace, then I'm missing the boat. It just reminds me so much of something I've had. Honestly, it smells like my Eagle Rare store pick from the 2020 Eagle Rare store pick from Rural Inn, which is a Buffalo Trace. I'm sorry, that's an Eagle Rare pick, but it's a Buffalo Trace product, and it's very fruity. The thing that gives me pause, though, is the fruit is on the finish. Until I find out they're all pappy. If these are all pappy, then I quit. Because I just kind of shat on them pretty recently, saying that they were all. A lot of these did not have good noses. This first one I like the nose on a lot, though. What are you doing? Oh, did I get E correct?
What do you fucking think, you ass?
For those of you just joining, E was Screwball peanut butter whiskey, and I smelled it immediately. Went, whoa, no, I know what that is. So Yolanda has taken Glencairn E and
I'm still gonna force you to drink a little bit.
And poured it out for herself. She left me with that much, which is the correct amount. If you must drink Screwball, that's how much you should drink of it. Yeah, I'm feeling really confident that this is Buffalo Trace. God, I hope I'm not wrong. Good question, Nate. Am I simply trying to guess the distillery? I was thinking I'm going to get pretty specific, as specific as I can, because I know what my bottles are. So what the hell? This could be. It's smoother than I would expect Weller Antique 107 to be. But it kind of has a bit of pepper on the finish that store pick doesn't have. We'll come back to that. We'll come back to A. I'm gonna come back to all these. You'll want to give me some serious pours. That's one of the lighter ones.
I didn't mean to.
Yeah, I didn't have her open any new bottles. Nate. Nate's question is she limited to bottles or could she use samples? I didn't give her any of my samples. I only had her look at the bottles, and I didn't have her open any new bottles. So that narrowed the range to only about 100 or 110 options. Now, this is a little bit new makey. It's super sweet, though. This is a caramel bomb. Just absolute bomb of caramel. People are giving me grief in the comments for only 100. I know it's absurd. I get it. I actually really like the smell of this. It's super caramelly, a little bit of nuttiness. Now I'm actually getting almost like a meaty quality, like an umami, but it's subtle. It's not bothersome. All right, let's taste this. That is deeply confusing. It's super gentle. Yeah, the key is on my Facebook page. If anybody's curious, facebook.com/thedrinkpro. It's a public page, so you don't even need an account, I don't think, to view it. But if you have an account, go ahead and like it. God, I know I should know what this is. Damn it. I know what this is, and I can't put my finger on it. It's so sweet. Oh fuck. I think this might be Maker's Mark. Fuck. It's so sweet and creamy. Man. This is going to be difficult. By the way, guys, I've got stickers now. I'm going to put these everywhere I can. If you buy something from me, you're definitely going to get some stickers. They're just fun. They got a little QR code in them. That QR code links to my YouTube channel. But in the future, the QR code will be redirected to discounts on merch, for example. Maybe even some whiskey that's free. I don't know. So keep an eye out for these stickers. I'm not selling them. I am giving them away. But I'm not just going to mail you them for nothing. Join the Patreon or something. All right, let's look and see. My body is rejecting the shameless plug I just did. Oh, that's very new makey. Man, it smells like this has to be Old 55. It smells like a barn. That's not my note. Somebody else gave me that note, and they were like kind of hedging because they didn't want to give that to me because that was a note they pulled out of my Old 55 pick. And then after they said it, I couldn't stop smelling it. So now Yolanda's just fucking teasing me. Not Old 55, she says. Oh, I know what this is. I thought I killed that bottle. Maybe I don't know what this is. Shit. I was thinking, what company is it? Yolanda's just torturing me in the chat. So, A is not Buffalo Trace, apparently. And this is an old 55, but boy, it smells like it. Glad to know my senses are so off tonight. It's pretty good. God, I'm really surprised that's not Old 55. That really tastes like Old 55 to me. I mean, maybe that's that could be. I've got this 10-year-old. What's the company name? Backbone. We got this 10-year-old Backbone product. I don't remember what they call it, but it's basically a 10-year-old Backbone product that could have that kind of vibe, but it's got this youth to it that it's got this youth and this. I guess I would say craft quality in sort of a derogatory way. It's got a lot of tails in it. More tails than it should have. All right, let's try D. Oh, and D is fucking medicinal cherry. D smells exactly like cough syrup. Although the more I dig my nose in, yeah, okay, there's a little bit of that. Oh, it's so medicinal cherry. Okay. Oh, that's not good. Oh, no.
No.
I know what this is, and I can't find it in my brain. It's bad. It's bad. It's medicinal cherry. Not what I want. Looks like Trevor went over to my Facebook page and saw the key. Oh. Good observation, Nate, but I don't think this is Midwinter's Night's Dram. It's too cherry. But it's just, I'm not feeling it. Watch it's like fucking Stag or something. It's too light for Stag. That taste was a lot better. Got a lot of citrus out of that. The cherry became sweeter and more citrusy. Definitely still that medicinal aftertaste, that bitter, herbal. What are you doing in there?
Finishing packing this box. Give me 2 more seconds.
Apologies for the.
I fell asleep earlier instead of finishing it.
Yolanda and I took dueling naps because we're productive and we're adults.
We ate too much pie.
Like I said, we're productive adults. We ate too much pie and fell asleep. Yeah, rough Sunday. That's exactly right, Nate. Trevor is out tilling the harvest.
We should send Trevor some of this pie.
Yeah, Trevor deserves some of this pie. He worked 100 hours this week.
Holy shit.
And he didn't work today, I don't think. Nate said Trevor's been harvesting for 46 straight hours. Oh, man. By the way, while I'm thinking about it, if you're in the Patreon and you haven't yet, you're making a lot of noise, baby.
One more and then I'm done.
If you're in the Patreon and you haven't...
I'm done. Go ahead.
If you're in the Patreon and you haven't yet reached out to me about the samples, this is for the $12 level and above. If If you haven't reached out to me about the samples that you are due, reach out to me. Tomorrow, I believe, is the deadline. I had to draw a line in the sand. I know that I can't go out and make sure everybody gets the samples that they are entitled to. So it's an opt-in program. And part of it, honestly, is it helps me get better samples of the people that do opt in. Some people might not necessarily want to opt in. If you don't want those samples to be part of that video, you don't have to be part of that video. It's going to be, you're going to be on the screen too, unlike these kinds of live streams. So I understand why people might not want that. I can also send you the samples and not have you be part of the video. That's something we can do. Or maybe you can, get the samples after the video and drink them on your own time. We can arrange something, but I just need to know what your plan is. So if you're in the $12 level or above, hit me up, reach out to me on Patreon or email or however, and we'll get it planned out. That's coming up pretty soon as well. I just got to keep drinking all of these half-filled sample bottles so that I can wash them and refill them and get them to you. Nate wants you to keep ripping paper.
Keep drinking. Because he can't go buy more bottles. He has to empty the ones that have been sent to him.
Trevor's at someone's birthday party watching this stream.
Must be a really shitty birthday party.
I appreciate you, Trevor. I appreciate you, brother. Okay, let's drink F, huh?
Hey, you skipped over E.
Let's drink E. Yep. Peanut butter. I almost broke that glass. I mean, did I break that glass? Oh, okay. Let me clear my palate after all that syrup. I tell you guys what, though. I'll do a review on this in the near future, but I got a bottle that's Curacao finished from one of my patrons, Matt Gant. He helped me get this. That's a pretty cool. I must say they've done a Curaçao's finished. I think it was Bardstown. Yeah, Bardstown bourbon. That's really solid. Bourbon of the week said, just tuning in. What are we working with here? Well, I've got 6 different samples, although really 5 because E was a joke as far as I'm concerned, and it's Screwball peanut butter whiskey.
It was an ode to me, you ass.
So the rest of these are samples. I don't know what they are, but Yolanda poured them on screen, but you can also go check out my Facebook page, facebook.com/thedrinkpro, and see the key. And so you can see what I'm drinking while I don't know what I'm drinking. But we'll do a reveal at the end. I'm glad Bourbon of the Week joined because I need to be a little bit better about making sure people know what the hell's going on. Because I think sometimes people tune in these and they're like, what is he doing? I don't know is the answer usually, but I really like B on the nose. B's growing on me. Back to F. F is also the heaviest pour. That's a proper 2-ounce pour right there. Ooh, that's very woody. Man, that's got some Knob Creek vibes. Very dry oak finish. Nutty, sweetness, dry oak finish. This could be Booker's. I could see that being Booker's or Knob Creek. Oh man, these are tricky, guys. These are tricky. I'm surprised how much trouble I'm having with these. I'm gonna go ahead and it could be Beamish. I mean, the Knob Creek makes me think it is, but and I'm assuming they are not that based on what Nate is telling me. This is live streams like this are just to show you how bad your palate is. And Trevor said, interesting. I mean, this one is getting a little bit more complex on the nose. I could sit there and nose this for a while. I'm just getting lost in the sauce, guys. This is really good. I love the nose on this. Usually I do go for those fruitier whiskeys, but this one's not fruity, but I really like what's going on. Um, it's very it's so this is caramel, but it's not as sweet as I think C was very caramel forward. No, well, now it just smells like new make. B is super caramel. B is a caramel bomb. And you know what? Actually, part of why I think B could be Old 55, just because that caramel bomb is something I've gotten um, from Old 55 before. F though,
Yeah, that's whiskey.
not the first one I've heard say that. A lot of people have that.
Dad.
Yeah, a lot of people are just like, "Yep, that's whiskey." Um, this one though, oh, it's getting a little sour in a fun way, like a sour cherry, but it's nutty, like almond. I'm getting almond and lemon. Nate's brother-in-law's tasting notes are good and not good. I feel you on that. That's me after about 15 pours. I'm like, all right, that's a good one. That's not a good one. By the way, guys, I'm going to be making T-shirts pretty soon. That's fun. The first line is going to be a Patreon exclusive, but very shortly after that, I'm going to have other designs that are coming out on my website. That will all be just kind of a heads up in the near future where things are going. And as soon as I get that all ironed out, you will be the first to know. Getting a little bit of cherry. A little bit of vanilla. It's pretty solid. I really like the nose on that. Nate loves my shameless plugs. Yeah. Man, if you don't talk about it, people won't know what's going on. And I'm actually trying to integrate them a little bit better because in the past, I've kind of front loaded them. People don't like that shit. Oh, I get that totally, Trevor. People are just like, oh, that's smooth or that's hot. These are all pretty smooth. Man, okay, wait a minute now. Now I'm getting from A. A is becoming a little bit more, god damn. All of a sudden, I'm getting this really like sharp. When I go from F to A. What? No, what? F is kind of creamy. And I come back to A, and uh-oh, here we go. Oh, it's starting. Oh.
The harvest has gotten you.
The harvest is getting me. Oh, man. I wouldn't have guessed A is high proof, honestly. I think F is high proof. Yeah, I'm guilty of some pretty pretentious tasting notes. The Bourbon of the Week said some people are like, it smells like a burnt marshmallow after you take the burnt piece off and put it on a graham cracker. Yeah, I need an ascot.
Kyle, I believe you're the one that said it smelled like you're on the back of a porch looking over a field on a summer evening or something to that effect.
I think I had a tasting note about an orange on a deck. Man, Bourbon of the Week. When I figure it out, I'll let you know. I'm just the amount of bullshit that comes out of my face is pretty extraordinary. Oh man, A isn't. Is A seriously not Buffalo Trace product?
Well, I can't speak for that, but it is not Buffalo Trace.
Okay.
I don't think so. Based on where I pulled it from, I don't think so. It was not with the other Buffalo Traces.
Good to meet you, Chris. I will stop calling you Bourbon of the Week. I'm better with names than that. All right. Bourbon of the Week is Chris. I'm Kyle, Chris. Good to meet you, man.
And the person's voice is Yolanda.
Yeah, Yolanda's the one running around talking.
That's what I do.
Oh, I love that note. That's a great note, Trevor. We got to find that. It smells like a fresh harvested cornfield when you're riding on the combine.
That's got to be in Mellow Corn.
Mellow Corn is more like if that was also happening during a nightmare. This is quickly devolving. I can't pull anything out of these. I'm second guessing myself. Let's just go with instinct. All right. Let's just be instinctual about this. You know what? This could be finished. It's so damn sweet. It smells like it could be like an Armagnac or a cognac finish. It's got that kind of sweetness to it. Yolanda broke something.
No, I just need it.
Yeah, okay. This might be that Belle Meade cognac finish.
Nope.
If you say nope every time I get it wrong, then eventually I'll just know.
Out of 100 bottles?
Yeah. Is this not a cognac finish? It's got to be cognac. It's got to be finished. I mean, it could be it doesn't have that.
I'll go look at my list.
It doesn't have that weird, awful aftertaste. So I don't think it's the Basil Hayden Caribbean rum cask finish.
Are you talking about B?
Yeah.
It is not a finished product.
Well, it's so fucking sweet. That's not finished at all?
Nope.
Golly. It's too sweet. It's too smooth. I mean, maybe that's Maker's Mark. It smells like Maker's Mark. Oh, no. Damn it. Now I'm getting upset. Oh, man. Okay. C is so new makey. What do I have that's this new makey? What do I have that I had you choose from that's this new makey? Yeah, Chris, I've got a little bit over 100 open bottles that Yolanda was choosing from when she picked these pours. Oh man. This oh, it's got this very fresh. It is tough, you're right. It's got this very fresh grain quality. Maybe. Maybe not. I want to get this one because like this is distinct enough that it really narrows the playing field.
Ask the chat if you deserve a hint.
You guys think I should get a hint on C? Honestly, right now I kind of don't want one, but like C has to be a pretty small group of what it could be because it's not Buffalo Trace. No way in hell. It's not any of the Booker's products. I got a lot of Booker's. It's not Knob Creek. It's not Woodford. It's none of those products. It's not Yellowstone. I would have guessed a young Yellowstone, but none of my Yellowstones are open. It's definitely not Old Forester. It's definitely, well, I guess it could be New Riff, but I won't think so. No, there's no way that's New Riff. This has just got to be Old 55.
It's not old.
But it's not corn enough. Old 55 is super. Actually, I mean, B might be Old 55. It's super sweet. Yeah, see, I don't have any Angel's Envy open, Chris. So otherwise, I think you'd be spot on. You hit the light there, baby.
Yeah, well, happens.
Okay, let me think. What else do I have? Where are my bottles at? Oh! No, because that's clear. Damn it! Thought I had it.
I purposely didn't give you anything that was clear.
Smart. I know what shelf this came from.
How could you possibly know what shelf that came from?
Because there are not that many places in my collection where I have whiskey that smells like this. This is a very unique, very grain forward smell, and nothing coming out of. First off, all the things in my. I have a shelf, I have a cabinet that is just New Riff and Old Forester. There's no way this came from that cabinet. No way. If this came from that cabinet, I'll be dumbfounded. And it's way too grainy. And I can't believe. I mean, it could be Wild Turkey, but I don't think so. I don't have any Wilderness Trail. I don't know if she's going to tell me or not, Chris. I'm kind of operating under the assumption she won't tell me.
I won't unless you ask.
So let's get back to my methodical walking through of my collection. I suppose this could be from my reject shelf.
You have a reject shelf?
Yeah. But I don't think so. It's definitely not Booker's. It's definitely not. I mean, I can't imagine this is Buffalo Trace. Unless it's that ancient age that I'm not a fan of. But it's too grainy for that. This just screams like young whiskey. Although that. I got one right. Just going to remember that. I got one right. Yeah. Oh, God. D. What has happened to D? Is that C you're referring to, Nate? Yeah. Nate's never heard of C, which is it. That is helpful to me, Nate. Yeah, Trevor's trying to stop that noise. God, D is. Oh, shit. I just remembered what. Oh God, I just had like that connection, that memory where you have a jolt and you go, oh, I remember this smell, this taste, this cherry cough syrup. Oh God, what is this in? Oh no. Oh, it really tastes like cough syrup too. That is not a good whiskey. I didn't know I had any bottles that were like this. Oh, I bet this is Pinhook. I bet this is Pinhook.
Nate said he had never heard of D.
C. I don't know where else to go with it. I'm gonna say D is Pinhook, just because like the only whiskey I remember that had that kind of medicinal chemical vibe was Pinhook. So that's my answer on D. We'll revisit it. Oh, C's getting like perfumey now. And Nate's never heard of it. Must be good then. Sweet grain, sweet grain, sweet grain. Man, it's a craft distillery. It's young. Fuck. Oh, that could be Saint. That could be the Saint Clair. I bet that's the Saint Clair. I'm gonna go with the Saint Clair. The Lee Sinclair 4-grain bourbon. Trying to nail things down here. We'll do a post-mortem after this is all over, but I want to get to the reveal. God, B though is such an enigma. Pinhook. So I got D is Pinhook, C is Sinclair. I like A lot, even though it's got this little weird, almost metallic note. No, I'm not writing things down, Nate. I mean, A's got to be. I just can't. I'm gonna stick with my original instinct was that my original instinct was that A is a Weller product. It's just super fruity. I don't know of other. I can't recall any other whiskeys I've had that are this fruity. Like this is quite fruity. Maybe some New Riff, but it could be New Riff. Yeah, I really like A. Now I do. Trevor asked if I got any mineral notes in A. And the power of suggestion. Now I do. But I don't have any Dickel open. The only Dickel I have open is not my bottle, and it was not part of the selection. Fuck. Well, that's definitely God. That's that. Trevor, you're now you're playing into Yolanda's hand and screwing with me.
Because they like me better.
Nate likes Oreo. Good answer.
Oreo is asleep.
I mean, I don't think I have any Dickel open. I don't know what else this could be. It's. I just think it's got to be like, oh no, that's not Dickel. I've got the Sam Houston, but that's Barton. None of these are banana-y at all. Let's go to B. God, B is so weird and sweet. Just happened. Just figured it out. B is some sort of double oaked. It's either 1910 or it's a Woodford double oaked. It's got that kind of weird, aggressive sweetness. I don't think I have any Jim Beam Double O open. It could be a 1910 or a 1920, actually, honestly. I'm sticking with my guesses on D and C. I mean, right or wrong, I gotta draw the line somewhere. And I know the nose on D, but I just can't place it. I'm just gonna go with the pinhook. It's weird medicinal cherry, and then C. What did I say C was?
You don't know what C was.
The Sinclair. I said C was the Sinclair. On this one, damn it, because this one I have the most confidence in of any of these that are left. First off, these are all relatively low proof, which is what makes me shy away from saying antique, Weller antique.
Weller antique.
It's got to be Booker's, but it's not hot enough. It's too dry. That could be Knob Creek. It's so dry though. That burn, that's Booker's. That's Booker's. We're sticking with Booker's. I'm not gonna get in the guessing game on which batch either. I've got a lot of Booker's. Well, fuck it. If I have to guess a batch, God, that's so dry. Maybe Blue Night. Maybe Blue Night. Could be Blue Night's batch. It could be Boston batch. It's not Teresa's. I don't think it's Granny's. It's not Backyard Barbecue. It's not Country Ham.
Just let me know when you're ready for the review, because I want to come in.
Okay. So Booker's Blue Night on F. E is very obviously peanut butter whiskey. D, Pinhook. C, St. Clair. B, I'll say this. B isn't particularly complicated, but it's very tasty. It's very sweet, almost too sweet. Very, very caramel. Do I get chocolate? I don't think it's 1910. I think it's the double oak. It's too like the 1910 wasn't this sweet in my memory. I've almost killed this. This is not good news. This is pretty full before. If I had it, I would have guessed Elijah Craig Toasted Barrel. Well, I'm gonna guess 1910 on that. No, I'm gonna guess 19. No, fuck. I'm gonna guess 1910. I don't know. This is not going according to plan. Nope, I still got A. Here we go. Nate said it's going exactly to plan. Nothing ever goes as planned, at least not on this channel. Hey, we're at the hour mark. L'chaim. I don't think I have any sourced Dickel, but it does have a mineral-y quality. Maybe I have sourced Dickel and don't realize it. God, I don't know. I don't know on A, guys. It's fruity. It's a little bit minerally. It's got a pretty long finish. I mean, I like A lot, to be honest. I really do. Golly, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, my gut reaction was it was Buffalo Trace. I'm told it's not Buffalo Trace. I don't think it's Weller. Me liking A is kind of surprising.
To be fair, I did put Screwball in the lineup.
Yeah, she did. I think I'm gonna go with. I mean, me liking something that I own doesn't seem that surprising.
No, but you own a lot, and you have quite a few that you don't like. Just like I own a lot of plants, and there are quite a few that I want to throw out the window.
Charles Shapiro loves A. Well, Charles loves a lot of things that I don't recall. I mean, what is Charles? Charles loves the old granddad. I know that. Yeah, seriously, mate. But I don't have an open McKenna. He loves McKenna, I think, but I don't have an open McKenna. And it doesn't taste like McKenna. God, I don't.
Do you want me to tell you which room I got it from?
Yeah, which room did you get A from?
The kitchen.
Ooh, game changer. That was not where I would have guessed. I was certain you got this from in there. If you got this from the kitchen. Chris, there are rooms?
3 to be exact.
Yeah. It's kind of a mess.
Shelves,
God.
cabinets, drawers.
God, that totally fucks everything up. Where in the hell in the kitchen?
I mean, by telling you the kitchen, that limits it so much more than it being your office.
I know. Yeah. So if it's in the kitchen, it's either on my reject drawer, which might be why I'm surprised I'm like it. Yeah, Nate's gonna move some McKenna to Chris here. I got fucking illegal sales in the chat. Yes, to answer Chris's question, yes, they are separated by categories. Right now, I've got them separated by who made them. I've got a shelf of Bardstown distilleries. I've got a shelf of Buffalo Trace, aka just Sazerac. I've got a shelf of Knob Creek. I've got a shelf of, I've got a drawer, a cabinet of Wild Turkey.
He has a closet full of backstock. We live in a shotgun Victorian. Closets are a premium space, and one of the 3 closets in our entire house is devoted to whiskey. Babe, just pick something. It's not off your sample drawer. So now you're down to 3 spaces.
It had to be out of my reject cabinet.
It's not.
It's not out of the reject cabinet? What? And they're surprised I like it. And something Shapiro likes. Jefferson's Ocean. I'm going to just drop it there. All right.
You get pie as reward.
I get pie. Yolanda. From scratch. The crust, the crumble, and the apple, all of it. This is all homemade from scratch. Yolanda's kicking some ass today. I got it! Hot damn! Oops, is that A?
Yes, that's A.
All right. Last second, baby. Love it.
Last ditch effort.
Last second.
I mean, maybe next time you guys are here, I will make you.
Only if we 14-day quarantine after it. They just don't get too excited. Listen, I'm happy I got one of these right.
Are you ready for B?
Gotta take what you can get.
Or did you want to relish in the fact that you got A right at the very last minute after I narrowed it down to a single shelf?
You narrowed it down to 2.
Oh my!
You didn't say it wasn't Wild Turkey, but I knew it wasn't Wild Turkey.
He basically told you exactly, Nate.
So what did I say B was?
Isn't that the one you swore up and down was Buffalo Trace?
No.
You guys remember what he thought B was?
1910. 1910. What's B? Show me B.
You're going to be really surprised.
I'm really surprised. So I knew it had the metallic note, but I didn't know what to do with that.
Only 2. Only 2 of them involve him eating. You should have seen him eat the pie earlier.
That's so funny to me because this did not do particularly well in my cheap whiskey live stream. Well, I think that's a good note for people. Like, Benchmark is creamier than you might expect it to be. It's a little richer than you might expect it to be. It's 4-year, bottled and 100 proof, the bonded at least. That's what I was drinking. It's a Buffalo Trace product. All right, let's see.
See, you're going to kick yourself.
Well, I'm going to kick myself on a couple of these. Oh.
That's B.
Oh. That makes total sense. My connection is unstable. So, some of you don't have this and don't know what this is. Krogman's presents wax dips. This is barrel proof, non-chill filtered, single barrel MGP that's being produced by a local liquor store who also happens to own a bottling company. They disclose most of the info. I mean, you can tell. Yeah, it's Lawrenceburg. Yeah, it's 51 corn, 45 wheat, 4% barley. That grain note really stood out. I'm glad that I knew it was young. I mean, that's the other thing I'll say. Like, I knew it was young. I knew it was very grain forward. Yeah, it's very new makey. It's cheap. This is like a $30 bottle. I think I paid 20, 25 for it. 2-year-old MGP wheated mash bill. So that makes total sense. I think I said this one was the Sinclair 4-grain, which is because I was kind of calling that because of the wheat, because the 4-grain has wheat as well as rye. And actually, the 4-grain, I believe, is 2 years old. So I was thinking pretty young. I was thinking Indiana produced. I was thinking wheat whiskey. So I'm pretty okay with that, actually. I just got this bottle less than 2 weeks ago, maybe a week ago. So the fact that I didn't know what it was is not surprising. What's D? Now, D, I did not like. I thought it was Pinhook. It tastes like cherry cough syrup, which is a frustrating note because I know I've got something that tastes like cherry cough syrup.
As soon
I couldn't
as
remember what
you
it was.
see it, you're going to be mad that you didn't remember what it was.
Really? Oh, yeah. God damn it.
Your only note on this was cherries.
This is Starlight. It's a local. It's a Starlight. This is also pretty young. This is 2 years, 3 months old.
That seems dangerous.
I have reviewed this. This is the Rural Inn pick. And for those of you who haven't seen the review I did of this, the story behind it is this bottle I received for free. And Cody Flynn, shout out Cody. We were on a live stream just chatting, shooting the shit. This is early in quarantine when no one was going anywhere. And he saw I was drinking this. He's like, oh, I didn't like that at all. I was like, oh, really? This store pick? And he said, yeah, it's terrible. And so we did a separate chat where we both drank the store pick at the same time and talked about it. And I remember my note was cherry cough syrup. That's right. I knew I had one that was cherry cough syrup. I didn't remember what it was. This is what it was. The Pinhook, I believe, is more plasticky than this.
Terrible note.
Yeah, no, it wasn't. That's why I thought it, because this is not a particularly pleasant note, at least at this time. But, I'll still drink free whiskey. All right, well, E.
No, you won't, because I gave you this.
I said whiskey.
Whiskey.
E. Next.
No, we need to discuss what you thought F was.
What did I think F was?
Fuckers.
Oh, yeah.
Blue something.
Blue Knights batch.
Excuse me, I'm getting myself a drink.
I'm eating pie.
1 bottle of whiskey that I wanted to share with the love of my life. And he wanted to spit it out.
This is good pie, though. I called it.
No, you didn't. Shiny Barrel.
Shiny Barrel.
Just got heavy. He did not mess up Screwball. He called Screwball before he even tasted it.
Yeah. I called that on the nose. So.
I'll go get her.
Our dog is whining.
She was left on the couch.
I don't think I would have, off the top of my head, called Shiny Barrel batch. Because it's not one that's very memorable for me. It's kind of middle of the pack. I will say I picked the Booker, so I'm happy about that. So I didn't do terribly. I got 3 of the 6 right out of 100 bottles.
Well, you didn't get right.
Yeah, I did.
After I narrowed it down to 2 shelves.
I'm counting it. I don't know. No, I got it right. She did not tell me the whiskey, and I guessed the whiskey. I'm counting it. I got A right, and y'all can go fuck yourselves.
Oreo says you didn't get A right either.
She likes it when I hold her nose. It looks like she doesn't like that, but she really does. She wants me to do it. She'll come up to me and like nudge me, and then I'll grab her nose, and she'll be happy. Dachshunds are burrowing dogs. I assume that's why she likes it. Well, don't let the dog drink on camera.
She was smelling it.
Oh yeah, she was smelling it with her tongue. Hold on, let me smell this. Let me smell this whiskey real quick. Hold on.
Her tongue didn't reach the
Smells like cherry cough syrup.
liquid.
Why did I ever like that? That's not good. While Oreo gives Yolanda a tongue bath, no, it's not, Nate. If you fuck off. Yeah, the big surprise of the night really is Benchmark. I guess I am surprised Jefferson's Ocean. I mean, I knew I liked Jefferson's Ocean a lot. But I didn't remember it tasted like that. I hadn't had that pour in a while. But the Benchmark, big surprise of the night. I really liked that Benchmark in this lineup, and it was interesting. Interesting stuff. You didn't think I liked what much, Nate? The Benchmark or the Jefferson's Ocean? Yeah. I like the Jeffersons pretty well, honestly. The cast strength in particular, which is what this was. This is the cast strength. This is Voyage 14. I really like it. I think it's a really solid pour. Now, I don't think it's 120. I wouldn't. That's too strong of a word. That probably is what you were thinking of. Yeah, no, the cast strength is really good, Nate. Absolutely. It's just, price point to pour didn't do it for me. But it's still a very solid pour. I mean, the pours I was saying I thought it was, $50 or $60 pours, maybe 70 at most. So I thought it was, $20 under based on Nate's pricing there, what it should be. But yeah, that Benchmark really surprised me.
Stood up to everything else.
Kind of. I mean, you put it against some real winners.
He says sarcastically.
So.
Hey, Booker's was in the lineup.
Well, yeah, Booker's Booker's was the clear. Well, maybe not. Jefferson's versus Booker's. It was a close race. And yes, I am holding this dog like a baby. She usually doesn't mind it too much as long as I'm scratching her belly. Yeah, the wax dips doesn't surprise me at all. Yeah, I see what you're saying now, Trevor. Yeah, the salty note that you get from the sea breeze is definitely something you get in the Jeffersons. Yeah, for sure. Thanks for stopping by, Chris. Appreciate it, my man. Yeah, the wax dips was not surprising at all. I didn't guess it. I think mostly out of like not remembering I had it open. But makes total sense. Young, grainy whiskey. The Starlight, I knew I had a cherry medicine whiskey, and that's the one. Screwball is garbage.
It does contain peanuts.
Good for it.
It says it right there. It contains
Oh, I
peanuts.
believe it does. It contains all kinds of other stuff too. Yeah, that was fun. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I think I'm out of things to say, so I'm just gonna
That's
go.
rare. You always have things to say. He talks way more than I do.
So I'm gonna go. Thanks for joining. Everybody have a good night. Keep drinking like professionals. Yeah, I'm glad people enjoy watching me struggle. If you're on the Patreon, go ahead and reach out to me and make sure you can get your samples on the $12 level or above. If you're not on the Patreon, go join it. Subscribe, like, follow me on social media.
You can follow me too.
You can follow Yolanda. She's getting started on what? Plug it. Plug your Instagram.
Planted.gnome.
Planted.gnome. If you've got partners that
plants.
love plants, I know some of you guys have partners that like plants, even if you don't. Share it. Planted.gnome. Stickers are coming. More glassware is coming. If you're looking for some glasses and you weren't able to buy my initial run of Glencairn's, more glassware is on its way.
And t-shirts.
I got t-shirts coming for the patrons, and then more t-shirts coming afterwards for a full marketplace I'm building together. We got so much going on, guys. I'm in contact with New Riff to do a tour video. I've already got footage from a Rabbit Hole Distillery tour video. I just got to edit that shit. I've got a coffee review that's sitting on my shelf. I got to edit. I got a lot of work to do. So I'm going to go do some of it. Not really. I'm going to go eat food and sleep.
Stream.
Halloween stream. I'm going to stream on Halloween. Go grab the box.
What box?
You know, the box in there.
Oh.
So, I'm so glad she mentioned this. Before I go, some people already left. It's a shame for them. Before I go, on Halloween night, I'm going to do a live stream, trick or treat style. John Warner, a friend of me and a friend of the show, has given me this large box of samples. And this is not just whiskey. This has all kinds of crazy crap in it. And these are old.
Ew, there's a worm in that one.
Yeah, this is the mezcal worm sample. That might get drank on Halloween night.
Then there's also things like Evan Williams mint julep mix.
Or this half-empty bottle of gin. I mean, honestly, the worm is in pretty good shape. Like, I've fished with worms that looked worse than that.
Yeah, if you get that one, you have to eat the worm.
I'm worried it might throw up.
We have a trick-or-treat bucket for him. And so he gets to blindly grab from the treat bucket.
Pear schnapps. I mean, look at this garbage. I've got bags on bags on bags like this.
Oh, that one has a hat. I need to see the one that has a hat.
It's got all kinds of accoutrement.
Licor de menta.
Bushmills.
There's a tiny machete.
It actually comes out.
There's like a little hat and a little drum and a tiny machete that comes out and it's like an aluminum blade.
There's some Oloroso sherry in here. There's some J&B. There's some Irish.
Clearly, we have not looked at this yet.
As you can tell, it's full of garbage, and I'm going to drink it randomly trick-or-treat style, just reaching into a bucket and pulling out sample bottles.
I'm very excited about the fact that this one has a hat.
Halloween night. Be there or be square. It'll be after your kiddos are done trick-or-treating. Yeah, pretty much, Nate. It's pretty much going to be me vomiting on Halloween. So, Thank you all so much for joining. Have